Solving Equations, Lessons 8 through 11, Worksheet number 1. This worksheet is somewhat of a review of Lessons 8 through 11. 1 through 8 is a review of the multi-step equations. 9 through 14 is the first step of solving systems of equations using graphing. 15 through 18 is the first step using substitution. And 19 through 25 is using elimination. I'm going to walk you through a few problems in the videos to help you know what you're to do on the worksheet. Again, this is a review, so this is everything you've already been taught. You should know what you're doing. So let's start with question number 4. Multi-step equations, the first thing you want to look for is the distributive property. Well, I see parentheses, therefore I know I've got the distributive property. And the first thing I'm going to distribute is this -9. So I'm going to bring down the 4w. -9 times w would be -9w. -9 times 4 would be -36. Now I'm just going to bring everything down. So I'm going to bring down the 6w minus 1. I went ahead and put a 1 in front of the w, so I have the coefficient of -1. -1w minus 3w. Step 2 is to combine like terms. On the left side of the equation, I've got 4w and 9w. The -36 is the only constant I have, so I'll just be bringing that down. On the right side of the equation, I've got 6w doesn't always want to cooperate, does it? So I've got 6w, -1w, and -3w. And then this 1 is the only constant, so I don't need to worry about that. I'll just be bringing that down. Okay, let's combine our like terms. 4 minus 9 would be -5w. Bring down the -36. Keep the equal signs lined up. 6 minus 1 is 5. Minus 3 would be 2w. Bring down the -1. So we did step 1, which was the distributive property. Then we did step 2, which is combining like terms. Now it's step 3, where we take our variables to one side and our constant terms to the other side. So I'm going to take this variable term to the left. Since it is a positive 2w, the inverse would be to make it a negative 2w. Then, because I brought my variable term to the left, I need to take my constant term to the right. Since it is a -36, the inverse would be to make it positive 36. I can cancel out the constant terms on the left, the variable terms on the right. -5w minus 2w would be -7w. -1 plus 36, which is the same as 36 minus 1, would be 35. Last step would be to divide both sides by -7. Ne 35 divided by -7 is -5. The steps I just used to solve problem number 4 are the exact same steps you use for the rest of the problems on 1 through 6. Start with the distributive property, combine like terms, variables to one side, constants to the other side, then divide. Those will be the steps you use for all the problems on 1 through 6. If you have any questions on number 4, please let me know.